Book 3 Chapter 6 On the Powers of the Devi. Brahma said, when I asked with great humility, the prime Shakti, Devi Bhagavati, addressed me in sweet words. There is always oneness between me and the Purusha. There is no difference between me and him. I am he, and he is me. The apparent difference between force and its receptacle is an illusion caused by ignorance. He who knows the subtle truth about us both is wise indeed, and is freed from the bondage of samsara. Of this, there is no doubt. The one, secondless, eternal Brahman becomes dual only at the time of creation. Just as one lamp appears as two by reflection, or a single face appears as two in a mirror, so do I appear manifold due to the reflections. In the mirror of intellect, mind, and ego, the antakarna, created by Maya, the need for creation after each dissolution, pralaya, is due to the karmas of beings whose fruits have yet to ripen. As creation resumes, these distinctions reappear. Brahman is the material cause behind all these transformations. Without Brahman, Maya cannot even exist. As many distinctions as there are in Maya, so many exist in Brahman. Since Maya and Brahman appear separate, the differences between things arise both visible and invisible. But during dissolution, I am neither female nor male nor hermaphrodite. I am Brahman, with Maya lying dormant within me. At the time of creation, I manifest as Shri, wealth; Buddhi, intellect; Dhriti, fortitude; Smriti, memory; Shraddha, faith; Medha, intelligence; Daya, compassion; Lajja, modesty; Kshuddha, hunger; Trishna, thirst; Kshama, forgiveness; Akshama, impatience; Kanti, radiance; Shanti, peace; Pipasa, thirst; Nidra, sleep; Tandara, drowsiness; Zra, old age; Ajar, freedom from old age; Vidya, knowledge; Avidya, ignorance; Spraha, desire; Vancha, longing; Shakti, power; Ashakti, impotence; Vasa, fat; Majja, marrow; Tvak, skin; Drishti, sight; speech, truth and falsehood. The speech forms para, pashyanti, madhyama, etc. All the nadhis, arteries, veins, etc. over 35 million in number. O Brahma, tell me, is there any substance in this universe separate from me? What exists that I do not pervade? Know with certainty, I am all these forms. Is there any place where my form is not found? Thus I am both one and many. Know this as truth. Assuming the names of various devas, I exist in all these forms of Shakti. I manifest as power, and I wield strength. O Brahma, I am Gauri, Brahmi, Rodri, Varahi, Vaishnavi, Shiva, Varuni, Kuberi, Narasimhi, and Vasvi Shaktis. I enter into all things and energize all actions. The Purusha acts only as my instrument. I am the coolness in water, the heat in fire, the brilliance in the sun, and the radiance in the moon. It is through me that all things manifest their power. If I were to abandon this universe, it would become motionless. If I leave Shankara, he will not be able to kill the Daityas. A very weak man is declared to be as without any strength. He is not said to be without Rudra or without Vishnu. They say he is without strength, without Shakti. Those who get fallen, tumbled, afraid, quiet, or under one's enemies are called powerless. No one says that this man is Rudraless and so forth. Hence, creation proceeds only when Shakti is present. When you are endowed with my power, you can create the universe. All devas, Hari, Rudra, Indra, Agni, Chandra, Surya, Yam, Vishwakarma, Varuna, Pavna and others can act only when united with their respective Shaktis. Even this earth remains stable only because of me. Without Shakti, she cannot even hold a single atom. Thus, Ananta, Kurma, and all the guardian elephants of the 8 points of the compass become able to do their respective works only by my help. O lotus-born, if I wish, I can drink all the fire and waters today, and I can hold wind in check. I do whatever I wish. If I say that I am creating this world, then the duality arises thus. When I am everything, then I being eternal, all this universe, made up of prapancha, becomes eternal. If it was said that this universe is different from me, Then my saying that I am everything becomes inconsistent thinking thus. Do not plunge yourself in the doubt, so to the reality and origin and separateness of the non-eternal universe. For that is unreal. How can that come into existence? The unreal substances can never come into existence. As the child of a barren woman, the flowers in the sky are simply absurd. What is real can only be born. In discussing about origin, birth, etc., the appearance and disappearance of real things is called their birth and dissolution. In the cold of earth exists the previous existence of the jar, and this is the cause of the appearance of the jar. The disappearance of the jar exists in the jar. Hence this disappearance is the cause of the destruction of the jar. Thus the appearance and disappearance of the causal eternal things are called the origin and pralaya. Similarly, in discussing on the causal nature, there does not arise any inconsistency of my being everything. So there is nothing to fear. In discussing about the reality of effects, this is to be conceived, that today there does not exist here the earth in the form of jar. If it is destroyed, where it has gone? The conclusion is that the earth in the form of jar exists in atoms. O Brahman, all substances, eternal, existing for a moment only, the void and the substances of the nature, real and unreal both, all are due to a cause. Ahmakara is born first among them. Thus substances are of 7 kinds, Mehet etc. O unborn one, Mahatattva first arises from Prakriti, from Mahatattva spring Ahmakara, and from Ahmakara rises other substances. Thus, in this order, you go on creating this universe. Now go, O Brahma, to your place. Create the universe as before. Use your knowledge and karma to separate the subtle bodies, and match them with the proper karmas and gunas. Take this great Shakti, Sarasvati, bright and full of Rajoguna, smiling and pure, clad in white garments, sitting on Varsna. She will be your constant companion, a divine manifestation of my power. Never disrespect her. Take her and go immediately to Satyaloka, and from the seed of Mahatattva, create the fourfold beings from these. The subtle bodies, Linga Sharira, and karmas are remaining mixed up with each other. Separate them, as before, duly in due time. Now go on as before and according to Kala, time, karma and swabhava, nature, join them with their respective attributes, sounds and other qualities. In other words, bestow fruits according to their gunas and karmas, prarbhadas, and to the time when these fruits are due. Vishnu is prominent in Sattva guna and hence superior to you. So you should always respect and worship him. Whenever any difficulty will come to you, Vishnu will come down on earth to fulfill your ends. Janardana Vishnu will sometimes be born in the wombs of men and destroy the Danvas. The highly powerful Mahadeva too will help you. Now create the Devas and enjoy as you like. The Brahmans, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas will worship you with devotion in various sacrifices endowed with due sacrificial fees. All the Devas will be always satisfied when my name Swaha will be uttered in the sacrificial oblations and ceremonies. Shiva, the incarnate of Tamoguna, will be revered and worshipped by all persons in every sacrifice. When the Devas will be frightened by the Daityas, then Varahi, Vaishnavi, Gauri, Narasimhi, Sachi, Shiva and my other Shaktis will take excellent bodies and destroy your fear. So, O lotus-born, be at your ease and do work. You utter and repeat my 9-lettered mantra with bija and dhyana and do your work. O highly intelligent one, this 9-lettered mantra is the best of all the mantras. You are to keep this mantra within your heart for the accomplishment of all your ends. Thus saying to me, Bhagavati smiled and began to say to Vishnu, O Vishnu, take this beautiful Mahalakshmi and go. She will always reside within your breast, there is no doubt in this. This all auspicious giving Shakti I give to you for your enjoyment. You should always show respect to her, never show hatred or contempt. For the good of the world, I unite this Lakshmi and Narayana. For your sustenance, I create Yagna. You three will act together in harmony unanimously. You, Brahma and Shiva are my 3 Devas, born of my gunas. You three will undoubtedly be respected and worshipped by the world. The stupid man who find any difference between you three will go to hell. There is no doubt in this. He who is Hari is Shiva. He who is Shiva is Hari. To make difference between these will lead one to hell. So, Brahma is one and the same with Shiva and Vishnu. There is no manner of doubt in this. O Vishnu, but there are other differences in their gunas. I will tell this, Listen, as far as meditation of the Supreme Self is concerned, you will have Sattva Guna predominant within you and Rajoguna and Tamoguna will be secondary. In various other pursuits and vikaras, changes, better have Rajoguna with Lakshmi and always enjoy her. O Lord of Rama, I give you Vakbija, Kama Bija and Maya Bija that will lead you to the highest end. Take this mantra and repeat it and enjoy as you like. O Vishnu, by this, danger of death caused by Kala will never come to you. When the creation of this universe will be completely done, I will then destroy this whole thing moving and non-moving. You all will then be dissolved in me. You should add pranav to this mantra with Kama Bija leading to moksha and repeat it always with auspicious motives. O Purushottama, you build Vakunthapuri. Live there and think of this my eternal form and enjoy as you like. Brahma said, saying thus to Vasudev, that high Prakriti Devi, who is all of the three gunas and yet transcending them, began to address Mahadeva, the Deva of the Devas, in sweet words, thus, O Shankara, accept this beautiful Mahakali Gauri, build a new Kailash city and live there happily. Your primary guna will be tamas. Sattva and rajas will be your secondary gunas. Have recourse to Rajo and Tamo gunas while you slay the asuras and thus wander. O sinless Shankara, have recourse to peaceful Sattva guna when you reflect on the Supreme Self and practice austerities. You all are for creating, preserving and destroying the universe, and you are all of the three gunas. There is no such thing in this world as are devoid of these three gunas. Everything that is visible is endowed with the three gunas, and whatever will be or was before cannot exist without them. Only the Supreme Self is without these gunas, but he is not visible. O Shankara, I am the Para Prakriti. At times I appear with the gunas, and at other times I remain without any gunas. O Shambhu, I am always of the causal nature, never I am of the nature of effect. When I am causal, I am with gunas, and when I am before the highest Purusha, I am without any gunas on account of my remaining in the state of equilibrium samyavastha, mehet tattva, ahmakra, and sound, touch etc. All the gunas perform the work of samsara, day and night, each preceding one being the cause of each subsequent one being the effect. Never do they cease in their activities. From the reality, Satvastu, springs ahamkara, ayakta. Therefore I am of the nature of causality. Again ahamakara is embodied with three gunas, and so the Pandits call it as an effect of mine. From ahamkara arises Mahatattva, this is denominated as buddhi. So Mahatattva is the effect and ahamkara is its cause. From Mahatattva arises again another ahamkara. From this second ahamkara arise the five tanmatras or the subtle elements. From these five tanmatras, the five gross elements arise after a process called panchikrana. From the sattvika part of the five tanmatras arise the five organs of perception. From their rajasic part, the five organs of action come. From their panchikrana come the five gross elements. Thus 16 things come into existence. These organs of perception etc. and other effects together with the Mahabhutas form one gana, composed of the 16 categories. The original Purusha is the Supreme Self. He is neither cause nor is he any effect. O Shambhu, at the beginning of the creation, all the above things are born in the way already indicated. Thus I have described to you in brief about creation. O Devas, now get up in your aircraft and go to your respective places and fulfill your respective duties. Whenever you get into any dire distress, then remember me. I will appear before you. O Devas, you should remember always the eternal Supreme Self and me. When you will remember us both, all your actions will no doubt be crowned with success. Brahma said, Bhagavati Durga gave us Shakti, full of divine beauty and luster. She gave Lakshmi to Vishnu, Mahakali to Shiva, and Sarasvati to me and bade goodbye to us. Thus given farewell to by the Devi, we three went to another place and were born as males. We thought of the very wonderful nature and influence of the Devi, and we got upon divine aircraft. When we ascended, we saw there was no Mani Dvipa, there was no Devi, there was no ocean of nectar, nothing whatsoever, save our aircraft, and we did not see anything. We then got into our wide aircraft and reached there, where Vishnu killed the two indomitable deities in the great ocean, where I was born from the lotus. Thus ends the 6th chapter of the 3rd book on the description of the Devis Vibhutis, powers, in the Mahapuranam Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharshi Vedavyas.